We are in Memphis, just about 20 minutes to the north of Beale Street. We're at Memphis Motorsports Park. Our hotel's right next to Beale Street. I can't figure it out. I don't hear anything from Beale Street, but I can hear the people in the room next to us. All right, let's get ready to go back to green flag racing. The pace car has pulled off. Our second caution is about to end. See how many laps we can put down this time. Still up front, David Reutimann. He's led every lap from the get-go. Pole sitter Marcus Ambrose, Jason Leffler, Brad Coleman, Jason Keller in fifth.
These guys are running long enough right now to get the air pressures up. They just got to get some temperature back in the tires and get these things back to racing.
There's that bump we're talking about heading right there at the opening down the back straightaway.
Well, you know what? That opening is such a cool corner because you get very aggressive in there. You hit the bump. The car bottoms out sometimes. You know, years ago, you used to have sparks come through the car. They got these cars so sealed off, you don't see the sparks no more.
But right now, David Reutimann's got a good handling car up there in the front of this pack, the number 99 car. And you talked earlier about Marcus Ambrose sitting on the pole and can't lead the first lap. I got to believe it's because Reutimann was so mad about missing that race in Atlanta that he is definitely on the gas right now, trying to bring a victory home.
I'll tell you another guy, look at Jason Leffler. He is giving Ambrose all he wants right now, just sort of sneaking up in there and saying, hey, Marcus, here I am, buddy.
The first 5 cars here were very good on that, and they have a lap tracker to tell you who's good over a long period of laps. And these top 3 cars, they were all in the top 5.
I think Vince is caught up with Bobby Hamilton Jr. back in the garage area.
Won this race in 2003, not to be today. Bobby, what happened?
We just got turned. I was on the outside of the 28. I looked at my mirrors in the 14, drive down the bottom, 3 wide on a short track. I think he got in the 28, hit me, but that's no big surprise with me dealing with the 14. I've dealt with him before. You know, it's just probably just another loser deal with grandmother. Grandpa's got a bunch of money, got him in a decent race car when I'm taking me out. So you deal with it. You just deal with it.
You hear the frustration, the team working hard to try to get it back together so Bobby Hamilton can get back out, but it's going to be a while.
Now, if you don't know all the story there, the 14 is Kyle Krisloff. The reference to grandma is Mary Holman George, who is the mother of Tony George, the owner of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So that hopefully puts a period on that.
Yeah, and that's not really too fair of a statement either, guys, because Kyle Krisloff was just doing a pretty good job out there. Got in the back of the 28 car just a little bit. The 28 car driven by Robert Richardson barely bumped into Bobby Hamilton, and Bobby was the victim of that whole thing. So it's just pretty good short track racing, guys.
Hey, you want to talk about short track racing? Watch this 21 car and Carl Edwards. You know, Tim McCready in this car won the race here last year. He has very limited laps here out of everybody in this field.
I tell you, the guy is Carl right now. I mean, he is cutting through this field. He is up to 28 and still slicing and dicing.
He'll be in the top 5, I say, by lap 50.
Well, he's just gone around Danny O'Quinn. Shannon, you've got more on Tim McCready?
Spoke with Shane Wilson, crew chief for Tim McCready. This is the car that drove to victory lane last year here at Memphis. Now, Shane told me that they keep this car set up exactly the way that it was last year. That's because Tim doesn't really have the knowledge yet in NASCAR to be able to tell his crew what he needs out of a car. So therefore, they set it up the way that it won, gives Tim a little bit more confidence in that car, confidence on the track to go out and get it done.
And McCready right now running in the 32nd position. And meanwhile, up further, you saw there was Carl Edwards again. He is just continuing to move forward. He's now up to 26th, guys.
You know, one of the fellows I've been watching a lot here is Jeremy Clements in the number 36 car, guys. He has picked up 15 positions. He's been our biggest mover of the race so far. And our Andy Petrie has really helped this fellow a lot. He's really big on him. He's helped a lot with the team, handling stuff like that. And Jeremy is doing a great job today. You're talking a lot of spots, guys. 15. We've had 2 caution flags. We're only at lap 30 right now.
Well, and guess who's coming up right behind him as we take a quick look at the battle for second. There goes Jason Leffler underneath the 59 of Marcus Ambrose. Here comes Brad Coleman as well.
You know, just a minute ago, the 38 gave Marcus a shot in the butt and says, okay, boys, I'm here. I want to go.
And we know this guy knows to get it done. The 38 car, Jason Leffler, he was our winner at Indianapolis Raceway Park this year, and that was a short track, much like this one, Randy. I know it's not the same, but you got to believe they're thinking short track when they come here.
Oh, absolutely right. This is get up on the wheel, be aggressive, have some fun. You got to get the car to turn, and that race team has got that car turning.
You see young Brad Coleman right behind him right now, doing a good job too.
Let's get an update from Shannon Spake on the 38 car.
Yeah, that's right. Jason Leffler came into this season with 2 goals in mind. One was to get Toyota their first win. 2 was to finish highest among all of the Busch regulars. Well, guys, he's got a new goal in mind, and that's hunting down that 3rd place position, which is currently held by Kevin Harvick. Now, Jason Leffler told me today he can get through this race, get a good finish. He thinks he can get ahead of Kevin Harvick and possibly hold him off in the next couple weeks.
All right, thanks, Shannon. As you can see, as the battle is starting to thin out a little bit up front, it is Reutimann opening up about a 2-second lead over Jason Leffler. Brad Coleman in 3rd. Jason Keller has moved into 4th position. Remember, he set that record for the all-time Busch Series starts. This is number 419, and still counting. There's your leaders here at Memphis. Welcome back to the Samstown 250 at Memphis Motorsports Park. That's race leader David Reutimann under our 3rd caution brought out when Bryan Clausson spun it in the front straightaway. Let's go to Shannon Spake.
Brad Coleman making his first start here at Memphis Motorsports Park. Not so happy with the car. They're going to make a slight air pressure adjustment. And he's off.
David Reutimann is your leader, and he just took 4 tires, and they made a track bar adjustment. He says he needs forward bite. Still kind of tight in the center of the turn. Alan Bestwick.
Solid run for Jason Keller so far in the opening laps. 4 tire change. Let's see how this team, that's a fairly new team, can compete with some of the big buck pit crews today.
Well, looks like Jason will be 3rd out of pit lane. It'll be Reutimann first off pit lane, followed by the 18 of Brad Coleman and the 11 of Jason Keller. As there they come out towards turn 2.
And man, I tell you, that was a drag race getting out of pit road. Along with these guys almost got together several times leaving pit road. But Randy, they've got to get some fast pit stops here because it's been really hard passing on the track early here in the race so far.
We're going to step aside for a break. Did you notice who came out in 4th? It was Dario Franchitti, so a good stop for the target team. Stay with us.